If you know your history, then you will know where you are coming from, and in whatever you do, seek wisdom. Knowledge is power. Inugo Maka the book, Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyichukwu Ekezie Ezanumba the First. Metal, there is a great insight in hip hop and Igbo culture. You can get this book or pick it up at a bookshop in St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Omonya,
or pick it up at Josephine Bookshop, Book to the Nation, 8 Ubuta Road, opposite DMGS on the shop. Call 080-3338.
Many years after the civil war in Nigeria, which occurred in 1967 as a result of the coup in 1966, many Nigerians still ponder on what could have been, what could have been avoided, and what we could have done differently to avert the war. Abia State Governor Alex Oti, in his remarks during the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day in Umuahia, noted that the loss of millions of lives during the war would remain a long-standing stain on the country's history. Many years later, the level of insecurity in the country looks like a people at war with itself, with the spate of kidnapping and banditry, etc. Anambra cleric agrees with Governor Oti, but added that if we learn from the war, we can curb our current situation.
But the truth is that as a country, being Nigeria, and speaking of unity of a nation, I think what we would have fought for was equality.
Okay.
And when you speak about equality, we should be looking at structures put in place, infrastructures put in place, amenities, social amenities. Put in place. Okay. What is done for the north should be done for the south. What is done for the south should be done for the east. What is done for the east should be done for the west. If these things are in place, I don't think anybody will rise up and speak about division, because Nigeria, to me, is a great nation. Together we stand, divided we fall. Now, don't forget that if we are 10 million as Nigeria, and then one part fractalize or break out, or the other part break, we cannot be giant of Africa anymore.
Pastor Dr. Jerry Mba, the founding and presiding pastor of God's General World Assembly, called on government to create job opportunities in order to address the insecurity in the country.
The truth about insecurity in Nigeria is that the only way insecurity can be resolved in this country, in my own opinion, is tackling job and unemployment. That's just, I think, that's the major area. Because if you look at the situation of the country, especially in the economic part of Nigeria, the economic situation of Nigeria, you will discover that the economic situation of Nigeria is, taking food away from people's mouth, and the masses are left without option. So some of them indulge in most of these things, not because they are trained to do that, or not because they want to do that, or it's a way of life for them. But to me, I think it's just a way of survival. Because talking about what happened in Abuja last week or last 2 weeks there about some woodlump broke into somebody's apartment. You see that those people, they were not harmed. They were not carrying guns. They just had stick with them. They just break into the house carrying television.
On chieftaincy tussle that borders around Anambra state government, the monarchs and Senator Ifeanyi Oba, the clergyman, advised the parties to settle their differences amicably.
Because I have a friend from Umuahia that was conferred this chieftaincy title of Obuto Obusa. The Igwe did not need to consult with any government authorities. If you have given somebody that entitlement as an Igwe, you have given that person some level of authority to govern his territory. And I believe that territory is his territory. So whatever he does with the territory, provided it's in agreement with the Igwe in council, it's okay. He doesn't need to ask government. After all, before, there was this Igweship is not connected with any government authority. It is something that has to do with community. It's communal, nothing to do with the government. But because of the autonomous and all of these things we are seeing, the corruption, I grew up from a town that has Igwe, not an autonomous town. We call him Igwe Wonye. He was in charge of the 4 communities that make up Nenwe. I'm from Nenwe. So he has the right to put in certain law, provided that law does not affect the government. So something would have gone underground. So they want to prove to him that without you, we can, with or without you, we have power, which is not supposed to be right. Normally, What makes you an Igbo is your phone, not any certificate that anybody gives to you.
Okay.
But you know, because of politics, if it's no longer spiritual. Okay. Those seats, those entitlements were spiritual, but right now they are now political.
Okay.
So anything can go. So I think they should just try to reach to a compromise and sort their problem. And that's the only advice I have for them. I know it's something that can be sorted.
From God's General World Assembly, Odume, Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie reporting.
If you know your history, then you will know where you are coming from. And in whatever you do, seek wisdom. Knowledge is power. Inugo Maka the book, Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie number the first. Metal of There is a great insight in hip hop and Igbo culture. You can get this book or pick it up at a bookshop in St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Omonya,
Or pick it up at Josin Bookshop, Book to the Nation, 8 Uguta Road, opposite DMGS on the shop. Call 080-3338-2643 or